Gladys? Gladys, hold on my calls. I have a very important broadcast. Hello, Raleigh. It is I, once again, Robert Courts, entrepreneur, devilishly handsome rogue, and friend to you in all things local. I have a very special broadcast today because I have an entrepreneur's entrepreneur here. I have Christina Noel with Noel and Company. Hello, Christina.
Hello. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm very excited to have you. We have a lot of entrepreneurs that we visit with. And today, I really feel like we have the entrepreneur's entrepreneur because of what you do and how you do it. Would you take a minute or two to introduce yourself, please?
Yes. So, a little bit about me. I'm a marketing strategist, business coach, and speaker. And I specialize in helping mission driven organizations and entrepreneurs thrive. So, pretty much for the last 8 years, I've been a social entrepreneur, and success to me is helping other organizations grow and thrive. And I've actually worked with 50 different mission driven organizations on marketing and strategy. And so, as an entrepreneur, I'm the founder and principal consultant at Noel and Co. So, we're a certified benefit corporation, marketing and strategy consultancy. And we really specialize in helping companies develop a go to market strategy, and really to clarify what it is they do and how to best talk about themselves and reach their customers. And then I'm also the founder of the Figure Your Shit Out Accelerator, part of
I'm
my
sorry.
French.
I'm sorry, Noel. Please.
We also are known as FISO, but it's the Figure Your Shit Out Accelerator. And it's actually a 6-month program that we created to give early stage mission driven entrepreneurs a safe place to test their ideas, hone their business models to make sure that they're going to work and grow, and figure their shit out in community.
Let's put a pin in that shit right now, but we'll come right back around to it. I have found that all entrepreneurs are driven by a passion, and I just want to reiterate your passion is to help and improve. Would you state that again, because it really speaks to my heart?
Yeah, really, like my why is I'm passionate about helping create purpose driven jobs. We spend more time at work than we do with our friends and families. And
Right.
so my specialty is really using marketing and sometimes business coaching to help make sure that we have amazing companies that are going to grow and create new jobs, or that if you want to be an entrepreneur, that you can do it, that you can like get paid to do work that you love and have balance and a life and make our great community better in the
Well,
process.
well, that's wonderful because, I believe obviously in promoting the power of local. When you're local, better goods, better services. We all know the power of local. But it is a real challenge for someone to take that passion, leave a corporate job, or leave safety to maybe even financial safety to embark on this. And to have
Totally.
support not only in a coach in marketing, but the support of their peers early on, it just really helps to get that great start, don't you think?
Oh, it does. I mean, what's so interesting is like my first impression of entrepreneurship was in like grad school, where I had this amazing support network and I was a student. And then I got really involved in these things called startup weekends. So they're like
Mhm.
these weekend long events where you come together and launch a company and teams and collaborate. And so like my idea of entrepreneurship was always very like collaborative and energetic. And then when it came time for me to build my consultancy, it was the opposite. I was at home alone. I was like, what do I do? You all of a sudden you don't have a team, you don't have a boss anymore, you're the boss. And it can be overwhelming and lonely and frustrating. I mean, there's so many decisions you have to make up front. And so like a lot of my work is really trying to remove that barrier so you can find your people earlier and you can come up with a strategy that makes sense and that you have the tool and support to do that.
Giving a really a jump start and
Right.
a better opportunity to get through those crucial first 2 years where you really put your feet under you. So that's fantastic. Will you tell us a little bit about the B Corp idea real quick? That
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I've been involved in the B Corp movement. So the B stands for benefit.
Mhm.
It's been so essentially B Corps It's a certification process, and it certifies that you're a great company. So B Corp certification is to an entire business what, for example, USDA organic certification is to milk, or fair trade certification is to coffee.
Right.
Except instead of certifying that you have a great product, it actually certifies that you have a great business. So the certification asks you about, how do you take care of your employees? How do you take care of the environment? Do you have some kind of business model that gives back? Like, do you, interestingly enough, there's a lot of heavy emphasis on working with local suppliers. So are you contributing to your local economy and really making an impact? And I just love that it's really, like, on one part it's a certification, but on a bigger part it's like a global movement of business leaders that are like, business can and should be a force for good. And so some famous B Corps that you might know of are Patagonia,
Yes.
Ben and Jerry's. Actually interned with the nonprofit behind this movement, and I went and got to tour Ben and Jerry's. Like, they're amazing. Like, good ice cream, world-changing products, like great jobs. I was sold. Like, that was really what sold me on this movement. I was like, I want to work for companies like that. I want to build companies like that.
Is that certification, or lack of a better term, limited to size? Do you have to be Ben and Jerry's, or can you be something?
I'm one. Noel and Co is one.
Nice.
So yeah, we got certified this year. And so, I mean, it's what's amazing about the certification is they took on a big project, right? Like, they certify across 100+ industries of businesses of all sizes. And they started really focusing on smaller organizations, like, how do we get it right and grow them?
Right.
But now they're actually starting to look at, how do they certify big companies like Unilever? So, like, that's that organization that actually now owns Ben and Jerry's in 7 generations and some other B Corps.
Ben and Jerry made out very well.
They did.
I love that, Christina, and it sounds like it's certainly in your wheelhouse of your passions and what you do. But love that broad scope. I want to focus in real quick on our remaining minutes on this Figure Your Shit Out program. Can you share just a little bit overview on that, please?
Yeah. So Figure Your Shit Out. The funny thing is, the name was a joke. Like, I was not serious. Actually, I was talking to a friend who's a graphic designer, and I was like, there's this gap, like, business owners and entrepreneurs who, are trying to figure out what strategy they want. Like, we need a place. And I'm like, I want to create this resource, and we're going to figure our shit out. And she's like, you should call it that. And so it started as a joke. I, like, tested out the program, and the entrepreneurs that did it, they're like, that is what this is. You have to name it that. Like, that is what we do. Like, we come together, we collaborate. And the focus of the program is, like, one part, making sure you have the tools you need to make strategic decisions. So, like, how do you interview customers in a way that doesn't make them biased?
Right.
Because people are really nice and they'll tell you it's a great idea, but that doesn't mean they'll actually give you money. And so a lot of, like, FISO is like, let's go out and make sure you have a business model and a product that people want to buy, so you can spend your time building something that's going to work. And then the other part, and I mean, really, like, 80% of it is community, like having support, having accountability, having kind of a plan and people to go through that process with. And it's a 6-month program. We kick off with, like, a 1-month boot camp where we bring in speakers and we walk them through a curriculum. And then over the long haul, we meet. There's a check-in, like, once a week, either for group coaching or for check-ins with, they get put in a learning circle of, like, their peers that they get to, check in with each other, hold themselves accountable, and set goals.
I tell every young entrepreneur, I said, you need a plan. And it doesn't have to be overly comprehensive, but something needs to be written down so that you don't wander off the path too often. You will wander, but you got to make your way back. And second, it's about accountability. If you're going to be, especially as a sole proprietor or the sole business owner, you need somebody that you can check in with and keep you on track. So that sounds great. If I wanted to sign up, and it does, if I wanted to sign up, how would I do that? How do we get in touch with you, Christina?
So there's 2 different ways. So you can go to ChristinaMarieNoel.com. There's actually, like, there's an accelerator tab, or you can go to www.fisoaccelerator.com, and you can learn more about that program.
Fantastic. And what's your footprint? I mean, our viewership is dominated in the local Raleigh area because, Raleigh is superior, but we do have broad reach. What is yours, Christina? Maybe we can help reach some new fans for you.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah. So interestingly, about 90% of my clients are local. So I love working with local small businesses, as well as even more established organizations that are launching new products and services. And then I do work with a handful of national companies as well.
Well, Raleigh, as we come to a close, may I once again advise you, if you're a local entrepreneur and you need some accountability, some marketing, maybe a touch of coaching, then Christina Noel of Noel & Co. is ready to help you. She is the entrepreneur's entrepreneur. Remember, Raleigh, all that and yours is right here in your backyard. Thank you for joining me, Christina.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Raleigh.
All right, I'm working on that.